This patch of dirt is soon going to be home to the Van Dyke Performance Space. It's an expansion inside Greensboro's Cultural Arts Center. And Tom Fillion, the president of Arts Greensboro, is here to tell us more about what's going on. So first, what was this, just a few short months ago?
Just a few short weeks ago, this was a rehearsal room it was the large rehearsal room called Room 100 for the Cultural Arts Center. It was used by a number of ensembles, choruses, the Greensboro Youth Chorus, things like that, as a performance space as well, but primarily as a rehearsal space.
Well, now there's a big hole, so that's not happening. There's some changes going on.
That's right. So they've shifted some things around during this period when we're going through the construction. And what we're essentially doing is Jan's vision was to double the size of this room. Jan Van Dyke, who is the noted choreographer and dancer in Greensboro, who made it possible to create this room. And Jan's vision was to create a facility off campus that was more usable by the public, if you will, for the purpose of presenting dance and theater and other kinds of events. This is a conversation that had been going on for quite a long time. And Jan, who I had known before I came to Greensboro, we met each other many years ago, talked about the idea of, we started talking about whether we could expand the space here at the Cultural Arts Center. And we talked to the city about it, we talked to City Council about it, and Jan made a very, very generous commitment to help us create this space. And so that dream is going to come true here in the next 6 months.
Well, definitely a lot of organizations within the building, the Cultural Arts Center itself, will be using this, but a lot of outside organizations will be interested in this space as well.
It opened up to a whole vista of event production in Greensboro that we haven't really been able to do in the last few years. We go downtown, we see all these posters for Cat's Cradle over in Carborough and things like that, and that's simply an issue of not having the kind of facility in this community that allows us to do things like that and produce things like that here. So I think with the addition of this space, the Van Dyke Performance Space in Greensboro, we'll be able to present many, many more things, and there'll be much more interest from touring acts, in addition to folks in this building and other people and organizations in downtown Greensboro who want to use a space like this that is a turnkey, full production capable facility for, as I said, everything from dance to theater to music.
We're just steps away from where the Tanger Center is going to be. How will that kind of impact this space, and how will they kind of work together?
I'm glad you asked that, because the Tanger space is really a 3,000 seat performance hall. And what this new Van Dyke Performance Space will do is actually complement that complex just a block and a half away, because essentially the size of the room emulates the size of the stage at the Tanger Center. So wonderfully, we'll have an opportunity to do rehearsals here for when there's something going on the stage over there that's actually producing revenue for the city. And it just creates another opportunity. They really will complement each other.
So when does this open? When is the space actually going to be usable?
We haven't announced a launch date yet. It's probably going to be the end of October this coming fall. So it's a very fast-moving project.
Well, thank you for sharing some about it with us. Of course, this Van Dyke Performing Arts Space opening soon in downtown Greensboro, along with a lot of other stuff. You can hear the construction going on. We're right next to LeBauer Park. So LeBauer Park comes first, this comes next, and the Tanger Center won't be far behind.